Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Juliana, and today I'm going to talk about why I, as a 30-year-old introvert with a full-time job, decided to start a YouTube channel. So before I get into the why of why I'm doing this entire YouTube channel, the whole point of this video is to walk you guys through my 3-step framework that I use whenever I'm trying to overcome any fear or anxiety or need to make a really difficult decision, and then apply me starting this channel to that framework so you guys can see it in action. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So the framework consists of 3 different parts. The first piece is the why. So you want to start out and just really think about why you're doing the thing that you are afraid of. And for me, I find that just really helps ground me and push through whatever I need to get done. So for me, and the why that I'm starting this channel is that I really want to connect with other people that are like-minded, that enjoy running, fitness, or entrepreneurial. And I also really want an authentic brand journey so I can connect with potential customers of Juju's Foods and show behind the scenes what it's really like to actually grow a brand. I thought that this could be a really cool and unique perspective. So those are my main whys for starting this channel. If you want to pause and kind of think about your whys for, why you're starting your own channel, why you're doing whatever else that might be scary to you, whether it's signing up for your first marathon, whether it's doing your first comedy gig, or whatever it might be. There's so many difficult situations that we face on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes just this really quick 3-point check is really, really helpful. So start with why. Okay, so the second piece of the framework is around confronting your fears and what might be holding you back. This process is not only listing out all of the fears, but then assessing every single one of them and understanding whether or not they're true. So for me, I had a lot of fears starting this channel, and I still do, even as I'm recording this right now. My first fear starting this channel is that I don't really like social media in general. I think it can be a huge time sink, especially for someone like me who has severe ADHD. So that's 1. 2, I'm afraid that people are going to judge me, particularly people I know, and just random strangers on the internet. Like, I don't want to become a meme. I guess maybe it's okay if I become a meme. I don't know. Well, whatever. So, but I am afraid people will judge me. The third thing is that I wonder if this is all just a waste of time. And the fourth thing is, another part is like, I'm a huge introvert and I just feel weird talking to a camera and just putting my life out there. So yeah, okay. So those are my 4 things that I am afraid of. So when you do this exercise in the second piece, it's helpful to actually just journal this all, write it down. I've written it down, looking at my list. But once you have all those things written down, go to every single thing and ask yourself, is this true? And if it's true, so what? For me, like the fact that I don't like social media, that is not true. I love social media. And I think that when you find really awesome content creators or just content in general, it can be really helpful. And I also love YouTube. So wouldn't it be awesome if I could actually be contributing to that content and maybe impacting someone's life in a positive way? So that's 1. The second thing about being afraid that people will judge me, that is true. Like, people will judge me, but who cares, right? Just doesn't matter. I'm doing this for me, but there's also going to be people that actually find my content valuable and helpful, and that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so then my third thing was that this is a waste of time and nobody will watch this. And yes, it could be true that nobody will watch this. This is a waste of time. But if anything, this is a really great docu-series for myself to just kind of hold myself accountable and see where this all evolves and where it leads to. My fourth fear and concern was the fact that I'm a huge introvert and I just feel weird talking to a camera. And yes, that is true. I am an introvert. Not gonna lie, this is probably like the 5th take that I've done of this video. And as I go on, it feels a lot less weird to be talking to a camera. So I think I'll get used to it. But anyway, this whole second piece of the process is really around just going back to every fear that you listed out, seeing whether or not it's true. And then if it's true, so what? How can you overcome it? Because there is a way to overcome, and just take deep breaths and do it. Obviously, I'm not a therapist. This is not a catch-all for severe life traumas or anything like that. Like, definitely see a mental health professional for that. But this is really about things that you're afraid of doing. Like, how can you go over those hurdles? Okay, so the third piece is around contingency planning. So this is where you imagine different scenarios for your anxiety-filled situation. And what I find helpful is just making a list where you envision the best case scenarios and then the worst case scenarios. And for the worst case scenarios, really force yourself to keep it to 3 max. And if you're gonna do 3, make at least 6 best case scenarios. So you're not outweighing worst case with best. I mean, obviously you need to be realistic. Like, if your anxiety ridden thing is something that is actually alarming, then maybe this is a good sanity check. But for something mundane, like posting a video of yourself on the internet, there's not too much downside. For me, the best possible scenario is that I establish a awesome base of subscribers that are really interested in my content, that want to connect with me and find things helpful. Like, if I could help 10 people even just start their own YouTube channel, start their own business, approach things from a different perspective, help them with their running, because I want to post some running content as well, that would be really meaningful to me. The second best thing that could come out of this is that I am able to just supercharge Juju's Foods, which is my healthy foods company. This enables me to really take it to the next level and stay on top of things and be accountable. That would be amazing. The third thing would be that this YouTube channel allows our social media channels and our brand to really grow organically and develop a base of people that are just interested in the journey. I think that that's a really unique perspective. So that's my 3 main best case scenarios. And then my worst case scenario in starting this YouTube channel is that it affects 0 people's lives. But on the bright side, it would at least affect me, because I really think that this is going to be an awesome tool for me to track my progress with my company and just with my life in general. So that's why I really want to do this, I guess, at the end of the day, is to just have a method of holding myself accountable so I can go back and see my journey. And I mean, the byproduct that would be amazing, that would be just my dream, is that this affects more than just me, and that I'm able to influence in some way, shape, or form other people's lives in a positive manner. Okay, so to recap the framework, it's the 3-part framework. You start with your why. Why are you doing the thing? 2, list out all of your fears. Assess whether or not they're true, and if they're true, so what? And then the third piece, again, is around contingency planning. What's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? And with the worst case scenario, what would you actually do in that situation? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that this framework is helpful for you guys and that this gave you some insight as to why I, as a 30-year-old introvert, wanted to start this channel. If you have any questions or any other ideas, please leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to see more content, please subscribe. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.